So imagine this. Imagine that you're climbing a mountain. You're trying to actually reach the top of the mountain, right? You brought some friends with you. So that way you won't even be alone when you actually making the climb. But on your way up to the top, the people that you brought with you, they're actually pulling you down, or they just standing still because they complain about how cold it is. They complaining how steep the mountain was, even though they agreed and they knew this beforehand. You told them what it was before you even left. So how far do you think you're really going to go when your circle isn't even helping you climb? They're not motivating you to keep going. So I experienced this firsthand, right? I had big dreams. I had visions of what I wanted my life to look like, right? But the conversations that I was having with people, they were small. My circle wasn't aligned with the vision that God gave me. They couldn't see the vision that God gave me. And so in turn, their doubts became my doubts. Their limits became my limits. Their fears became my fears. And what I ultimately noticed was the people that was around me, they weren't the people that was going to get me to where my goal was. They aren't the people that I can rely on to get me to success. So it wasn't until I actually stepped back, I had to reevaluate where I was. And I asked the hard question: can these people go with me? Are these people meant to go with me? And so I had to shift my surroundings, the people that was around me, so things can actually change. And guess what? They did. And now it can for you as well. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how your network is your net worth. The people you hang around that ultimately determines your success. So your environment shapes your mindset. A lot of people don't understand that, because the people that you spend the most time with, they influence how you think. They influence the standards that you actually set for yourself and what you ultimately believe in and what's actually possible for you. So, what's the problem? What's the problem with this? You grew up with your best friend, you grew up with your mama and daddy, you grew up with your family. Many people don't realize that surrounding yourself with individuals who don't reinforce big thinking and success that can actually get you to where you want to go, they're not meant to go. They're going to only reinforce the small thinking and the complacency of where you are right now. So what does that even look like? Oh, I know you said you was going to get there, but are you really? Why is this even a problem? Because we oftentimes think that people in our lives are thinking for our best, right? They want the best for us. However, they're only there because of loyalty, comfort, and shared history. Loyalty, comfort, and shared history. Just because you went to school with them don't mean that they're meant to go with you to your next level. Because iron's supposed to sharpen iron. Because the word says in Proverbs 27 and 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So if the people that you're around aren't sharpening you, they're dulling your growth. You can't sharpen iron with a butter knife. So your circle, it impacts your success as well. You're going to only rise as high as the people that you hang around and the mindset that they actually have. So if your circle has low standards, if your circle has low ambition, that's going to be your reality. That's really going to be your reality. If your circle doesn't challenge you, your circle is holding you back. And I even seen a post where it was like, if your circle was a square, you'll be able to clearly see who's really in your corner. Many of us are surrounded by people who doubt our goals in secret. They criticize our ambition, saying you doing too much, or They're the content of mediocrity. They're the content of mediocrity. They love being with just enough. They love being in your hometown, just doing the same things that you was doing 5 and 10 years ago. We often don't assess our relationships because it feels safer to avoid the confrontation and the change. We don't want to change because I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to hurt their feelings because they've been with me since middle school. They've been with me since pre-K. Well, I'm sorry. You got to go because the purpose and the vision that God has for me is way bigger than what we got going on right now. So the word says that two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. So if you think about it, how can your circle pick you up when they don't even want to go to the place where you're trying to go? The only reason why I'm successful right now, even though I don't make 6 figures, even though I don't make 7 figures, I'm still successful. And the only reason for that is because of the circle that I've created. The circle that I've created, they're not going to let me off the hook. They're going to tell me, hey, you got more in you. You got to keep going. There's no time for quitting. So, what is your circle doing? Are they pushing you or are they pulling you? You need people who are going to lift you when you fall, not those who let you down and stay down. And I know you heard the phrase, birds of a feather flock together. That's true. The people you spend time with sets the tone for your habits, your attitude, and your expectations. If you surrounded yourself with people who complained, make excuses, avoid growth, just don't want to do the work, don't even want to try, those habits are going to influence you too. We often don't intentionally to seek out communities or circles that actually inspire or even challenge us. We don't do that by nature until we're ready to go. And leaving those people in the place of where they are, that's what we have to do. We can't stay stuck. We can't stay in this place because if you know that you want to be a millionaire, but people around you only have 9 to 5, $50,000 a year type of mindsets, where are you going? Everybody has to have the same vision. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with $50,000 a year. If that's what your vision is, go for it. But if your purpose and your vision is higher and greater, you can't hang around people like that, especially the people that are good where they are. So I'm gonna say what I said again earlier. We often don't intentionally seek out communities or circles that inspire or and challenge us, leaving us stuck in environments that feel familiar but very unproductive. It feels familiar but very unproductive. Doing a whole lot of work and getting nowhere. First Corinthians says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. So the people that you hang around, their influences, their habits, their everything that they do is going to influence you. Yes, I'm a great person, but the people I hang around, it determines where I go. Who you allow in your life determines how far you'll go. So what happens if you don't change? What happens if you don't change your circle, move on, find a new community? Not saying that you got to cut them off completely, but when you start growing, that separation is going to happen naturally. And so what can happen if you don't change? Stagnation. You're going to stay stuck in the same place year after year in your hometown, on your mama in your mama house, wondering why your dreams aren't coming to life, why it just ain't working yet, missed opportunities. The right relationships open doors, but without them, you're going to miss out on the growth, the wisdom, and the opportunities that could change your life. And ultimately, discouragement, constant negativity, and small thinking, it's going to crush your confidence. And it's going to make you question your own vision. Is this really what God actually told me? Because the word said, write the vision, make it plain. But if you questioning what you wrote down from what God told you because of the people around you, you're going to be discouraged when 5, 10 years roll around and you still haven't done it. You're still talking about planning on doing it. You're still talking about, I wish I could do it. So what do you need to do? What do you need to do in order to see the success? Making your network, your net worth, change your circle. Take inventory of the people that's around you. Write down the top 5 people that you spend the most time with. And I want you to ask yourself, are these people sharpening you? Are they sharpening my iron? Are they challenging me, or are they holding me back? Are they holding you back? I want you to seek higher ground. Find a community that loves growth, that really wants to see you grow as much as you want to see them grow. That's like masterminds, church groups, coaching programs. I found my community in a coaching program. Becoming a coach, I found my community to where now we're building a multi-million dollar business, a multi-million dollar support group. You hear what I said? Multi-million. And the people that supported me with my vision are the people in that group. Be the change. Growth attracts growth. Growth attracts growth. Start improving yourself every day. Get up, do something. And you're naturally attract the right people that needs to be in your life. Because negativity only attracts more negativity. Positivity only attracts more positivity. Right? Wealth attracts more wealth. And so here's the truth. Here's the truth. Your destiny depends on who you allow in your life. God called you to do more than just survive, living in a life of just survival. He called you to thrive, to multiply your talents, to walk in your purpose. That requires choosing your circle wisely. Don't let loyalty to be in the wrong environment rob you of your calling and your wealth and your purpose. If you see yourself in this situation throughout this video, and if you're saying to yourself, I know that I need to change my circle. I really want to grow. I really want my vision to come true. You want someone to actually sharpen you, inspire you, and help you build wealth through your God-given purpose. Here's your invitation. Here's your invitation. I'm opening the doors to what I call the Purpose to Profits Mastermind. This is a space where visionaries and entrepreneurs, people who are committed to growth, those who are hungry for execution and want to see those profits, want to see that wealth, want to see those blessings, where we all come together to grow, to strategize, and to literally unlock the full potential of our calling. So if you're ready to grow, to take that next step, to be where you know you need to be, join us. Join us. And before you go, before you go, I want to make sure that you're committed. If you're committed to growth, comment down below, I'm committed to growth and I'm ready to succeed. So don't forget to follow me on all social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at Marion M. Davis on YouTube, the Marion Davis on Instagram, and Marion Davis on Facebook. So that way you can stay inspired, stay connected, and still grow. Because I'm committed to your growth. The same way my community is committed to mine. Your network is truly your net worth. And the question is, who's in your circle and where are they taking you? I can't wait to see you in the mastermind. We have about 2 weeks before we jump off. So I love to see y'all. So until tomorrow, because we're going live every day until the end of the year. Until tomorrow, I'll see y'all in the next one.